All right, so I think this might be my last video, and I might do a little bit of a project recap, just so I could refer people to this one. So if you recall, what I was looking to do is if you go to the Dataspark site, they have all these different tools here for searching their site. So in this case, I'm going to look at their bedding. And if I were doing this the manual way, I'd probably come to this page and I just start playing with some of these different filters and try and identify products that are worth selling. I might have my list of UPCs that my provider gives me, so I'd have to input them here. And it might be a very time-consuming and painful process to do this. So what I wanted to do is make a little program, because I saw they had a nice little API, and it's pretty simple to use. What I might like to do is get a list of UPCs from my providers and then query this same information through the API. So I could get all of this information you see here, get it into a Google Sheet, and then look at it. And then I could build more tools to help apply some, multiple filters and narrow down this list of 400 products to the 5 or 6 that meet the criteria I'm looking for, that I believe would make for good selling products. So what I did is the way this would work, I want to be a little careful because I don't want to screw this up. I'm still doing some stuff, but this sheet would be blank. Okay, so paste it and then I'll delete them. So you start out like this. Hopefully you have your list of 1,000 UPCs from your provider, whatever the number is. Just paste them in here, just like you saw there before. So pretend I pasted in, oh no. And these will be blank. Obviously you're not going to post these in, because what my program does is when you run it, it does these 5 at a time. Google Sheets limits your ability to do things. So what I did is I used the Google App Sheets or App Script triggers to run every 5 minutes, and every 5 minutes it does 5 more rows. And when it's done with each row, it'll write done and the date time that it completed. And you'll see down here, I'm currently at 300 something, wherever that is, 325. So, and I paused it because I was kind of excited and I wanted to record this video, and I realized a couple other things. But so what it's doing is it's querying that stuff and it writes the product data here. So the product data isn't very robust. I don't see a ton in there that is really all that worthwhile. Like the current price, that's nothing too great. The historical price. But when I started digging a little deeper, I really kind of like the bestseller data. I'm not going to go through all these columns because there's a lot of them. But notice how we have for each UPC, we have the title of the product, the URL, the bestseller, estimated, what is this? Estimated 30-day number of units they sell. The bestseller rank. I don't know if this is the product rank or the bestsellers rank, but maybe I'll find that out one day. There were also changes in the rank over the last 90 days, changes in the rank over the last 30 days. The rank low, the rank high, the number of rank increases. So it's like, I still don't know how to use all this data in order to pick good products, but I tend to feel by looking at what the bestseller is doing, you can understand what's making it work well. The average rating for the product, the number of reviews. What else do we got here? I did my own calculations at the end because the web service doesn't provide, like I call it something price momentum in the last 30 days, where it just compares the average price over the last 30 days to the current price. Because what I'd like to know is the price increasing or is the price decreasing? So in this case, there's been a 5% increase in the last 30 days. There's been an almost 9% increase in the last 90 days. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. I also calculate the average sales per seller. So in this case, 1,400 per seller, that's decent, I think. Not as decent as this one. but you can see there's some negative prices. So again, I don't know what this stuff is telling me because I'm not very experienced in this world. So, but what's nice is I have all this data, the buy box data. I'm trying to find out what to do with this. I don't have any great ideas yet. So I've been focused mostly on the bestseller data. So what I ultimately did is I have this analyze tab where I can start putting different columns of information and I can apply filters. So in this case, it's looking at the bestseller Walmart buy box percent. Now the problem is when I gathered my 300 something UPCs, I just went to here, searched on home, like I just wanted to get a whole lot of them. And the whole problem is when you search on a very broad topic like home, Walmart's the big seller. So if we were to look at the data for our best sellers, the Walmart buy box percent, you can see like almost all ones. There's not many that Walmart isn't already selling. So that's that one. I don't want to spend too much time on analyze things because I'm really just playing. Like ultimately what I'm doing is any column name, for the most part, I should be able to search on a greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, and then I have to write equals because Google doesn't like it when you put an equal sign, because that's it wants you to put a formula in. And actually, I'm not going to leave this one out because I haven't really tested that. Oops. We can try it at the last. So again, we'll come back and we'll just look at some of these. I'm just doing these for play. So in this case, I'm saying anything under 100%. Again, if I had better data, I'd do 50% or 30%. I don't really want to, I'm obviously not doing this to compete with Walmart, but in order to get stuff to work with, let's just do this. Like, I mean, you'll see how if I put this down to 0.5 and I run it, and this shows the count. So the number of matches. So there's 24 rows that meet this criteria. And if we go to the results tab, we'll see there's no rows. So if I rerun this, I'm going to put that back to a 1. So 100%, that's what that's saying. And I rerun it. There we go. So we see there's 19 products that meet this criteria. So again, buy box less than 100%, average rating greater than 4, average 30-day sales greater than $1,000, number of price increases in the last 90 days, bestseller offers. This is the number of competing sellers. So there's one seller, at least one seller. So we might want to be less, we could try less than 2. I don't know what to put in here. These ones are a little restrictive. Like when I started putting too many of these, I really got almost no matches. But let's pretend I wanted to try that one with the category. Let's see if this works. Oops, let me go here, equals. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to start this with a 0. Oh, it did work. So let's see how many results. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Again, so the idea would be I should be able to take any column name here, pull it into the analyze, set a value to it. And again, like my idea is I want to start with 1,000 UPCs and whittle it down to 20. And then I can go into Dataspark and look at this particular product and do it the old fashioned way. At least now I don't have to, that didn't work. I thought I was already logged in. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe I picked the wrong, I think I picked the wrong link. No, that looks right. Or maybe I look at the Walmart link. I don't know. But yeah, I hope this is helpful. Again, what I would love to have happen is I'm new to this. If there are people watching this that know the Walmart side of this and how to pick products, I'd love to pair up and maybe we can come up with something pretty cool here and help people out. So If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And please leave any questions, comments, or contact me directly if you'd like to chat. Thanks.